Life has a way of throwing curveballs, doesn't it? One moment everything seems to be going according to plan, and the next you're standing in the middle of chaos, wondering how things went so wrong. It's in those moments when dreams crumble, doors slam shut, and the future feels uncertain that we start questioning everything. Why me? Why now? What did I do to deserve this? Life has a way of testing us in the most unexpected ways. Just when we think we have it all figured out, something shifts, something breaks, and suddenly we find ourselves standing at a crossroads we never wanted to be at. It's easy to feel like a failure in those moments, to wonder if we've been abandoned, to believe that life is punishing us for daring to dream. But what if the very thing that feels like rejection is actually redirect? What if the setbacks aren't pushing you down, but pushing you towards something far greater than what you had planned? Think about the moments in your life when things didn't work out the way you wanted, the job you didn't get, the relationship that fell apart, the opportunity that slipped through your fingers. At the time, it felt like the end of the world, didn't it? But look back now. Haven't you seen how those disappointments led you somewhere unexpected? Somewhere better? That job loss forced you to discover a passion you never would have pursued otherwise. That heartbreak made space for a love that would truly see and cherish you. That failure became the foundation for the kind of success you never even imagined for yourself. The truth is, we often want life to go according to our script, forgetting that we are part of a story much bigger than we can comprehend. We hold on so tightly to what we think is best for us that we fail to see the possibilities beyond our own vision. But the beauty of life is that sometimes the doors that close on us are the greatest blessings in disguise. They teach us resilience. They refine our character. They shift our paths in ways that at the moment feel unfair, but later we realize were necessary. Imagine if every person who ever faced rejection gave up. If Priyanka Chopra had let one failure define her, would she have become a global icon? Would she have used her voice to break barriers, redefine beauty standards, and inspire millions? She didn't let the no's stop her. Instead, she saw them as stepping stones, as a force pushing her to something greater than she ever imagined. And that's exactly how you need to see your journey. You are not being punished. You are not forgotten. You are being redirected. There is a version of your life so much bigger, so much bolder than what you are imagining right now. But to step into that version, you have to trust. Trust that the setbacks are setups for something extraordinary. Trust that the path unfolding before you, even when it doesn't make sense, is leading you exactly where you need to be. Because one day when you finally arrive at the place you were meant to be, you will look back at every roadblock, every rejection, and every disappointment and realize they weren't stopping you, they were shaping you. We like to believe we have everything figured out. We make plans, set timelines, and chase goals with the certainty that if we work hard enough, everything will unfold exactly the way we envision. But life doesn't work that way. No matter how carefully we construct our future, there comes a moment when things slip out of our hands, when the road we thought was straight takes an unexpected turn, and suddenly we are left wondering, what now? It's in these moments of uncertainty that doubt creeps in. We question ourselves, our choices, and even the very purpose of our existence. We feel lost because we can't see what's ahead. But just because you don't see the full picture doesn't mean there isn't one. Just because your plans didn't work out doesn't mean something greater isn't unfolding. You are operating from a limited perspective, but life is being orchestrated on a scale far beyond what your mind can grasp. Think of the times when something you desperately wanted didn't happen. Maybe you were heartbroken, disappointed, even angry at the unfairness of it all. But as time passed, you realized that what you thought was a loss was actually a blessing, that rejection led you to an opportunity far better than the one you had initially hoped for. That delay protected you from something that wasn't meant for you. That unexpected shift brought you closer to a path you never would have chosen on your own, but turned out to be the one that fulfilled you the most. Priyanka Chopra once said, "Destiny has a strange way of finding you." And that's the truth. You can only see so far ahead, but life has already mapped out a journey far beyond what you could imagine. She didn't become a global icon by following a predictable path. She was rejected, doubted, and told she wouldn't make it. But every time life shifted her direction, she embraced it. She understood that sometimes what we think is a failure is just a necessary redirection to something greater. You have to let go of the illusion that you are in complete control. That doesn't mean you stop dreaming, stop striving, or stop working hard. It means you stop resisting when things don't go your way. It means you trust that even the detours are taking you somewhere meaningful. There is a plan unfolding for your life that is greater than you could ever write for yourself. And the most beautiful part, one day you will look back and realize that every twist, every turn, every unexpected moment was leading you exactly where you were meant to be. Failure is a word that terrifies us. It shakes our confidence, makes us question our worth, and sometimes it even makes us want to quit. But what if failure wasn't the end of the road? What if heartbreak, rejection, and disappointment weren't signs to stop, but signs to grow? What if every setback was actually preparing you for something far greater than you ever imagined? Think about it. No one becomes successful without struggle. No one reaches their dreams without facing moments where they feel like giving up. Every great story, every inspiring journey is filled with moments of doubt, loss, and pain. But here's the secret. Failure isn't a signal to stop. It's a lesson, a redirection, and most importantly, it's shaping you into the person who is ready for something bigger. Priyanka Chopra's journey is proof of this. She didn't walk into success with everything handed to her. She was rejected, criticized, and doubted. She faced failures that could have broken her, but instead of letting those moments define her, she used them. She let every setback refine her, every rejection strengthen her, and every disappointment fuel her drive. She once said, "Ambition is your ability to ignore the failures." And that's exactly what you need to do. Stop fearing failure and start learning from it. When something doesn't work out, don't see it as proof that you're not good enough. See it as training. Every failure is shaping you, preparing you, and refining you for the moment when everything finally clicks. That heartbreak you went through, it was teaching you self-worth. That job you lost, it was pushing you towards something more aligned with your purpose. That rejection you faced, it was making space for an opportunity that will change your life. You may not understand it now, but one day you will. One day you look back and realize that every painful moment, every setback, and every delay was necessary, because before you can step into the greatness meant for you, you have to be strong enough to handle it. And that strength comes from the very failures you once feared. So the next time you face disappointment, don't ask, "Why is this happening to me?" Instead ask, "What is this teaching me?" Because the moment you start seeing failure as preparation instead of punishment, that's when you realize your story isn't over. It's just getting started. There are moments in life when everything feels uncertain. You feel like you're walking in the dark, unsure of where you're going or if you'll ever find your way. The plans you made didn't work out. The dreams you once believed in seem impossible. And no matter how hard you try, it feels like nothing is falling into place. It's in these moments of doubt that we start to believe the worst, that we are lost, forgotten, or maybe not meant for the things we desire. But what if the uncertainty wasn't a sign of being lost? What if it was proof that you are exactly where you need to be? We have been conditioned to believe that clarity equals success, that knowing every step of our journey is the only way to move forward. But life doesn't work that way. The most extraordinary stories, the most powerful transformations happen in the unknown. It's in the seasons of uncertainty that we grow, that we are stretched beyond our comfort zones, and that we become the kind of people who can handle the greatness that awaits us. Priyanka Chopra's journey is a reflection of this truth. She didn't always have a clear path. She faced moments of doubt, rejection, and fear. There were times when she had no idea what was coming next, yet she kept moving. She trusted that even in the uncertainty, she was being guided. She once said, "You can't plan life, it happens." And that's exactly why you can't let the unknown make you believe you are lost. Just because you don't see the full picture now doesn't mean the picture isn't being painted. Every delay, every detour, and every unanswered question is leading you somewhere. Maybe you don't understand why things are happening the way they are, but that doesn't mean they aren't happening for you. Some of the greatest moments of your life will come from the situations that once confused you the most. That relationship that ended, It was making space for something deeper. That opportunity that passed you by, it was redirecting you towards something even greater. That season of waiting, it was strengthening you so you would be ready when your moment arrived. You don't have to have all the answers today. You don't need to see the whole path to take the next step. Just trust that even in uncertainty, you are still moving forward. You are not lost. You are being prepared for something far greater than you can imagine. And one day when you look back, you will realize that every moment of confusion, every step into the unknown was shaping you into the person who was always meant to rise. Waiting is one of the hardest things to do. You work hard, you dream big, and you give it everything you have. But when the results don't come when you expect them to, doubt starts creeping in. You look around and see others moving forward while you feel stuck, and you wonder, why is it taking so long? Did I do something wrong? Have I been forgotten? But what if the delay isn't a denial? What if the waiting isn't wasted time, but preparation for something far greater than you imagine? We live in a world that glorifies speed. Success stories are often told as if they happened overnight, but the truth is, greatness takes time. Every person who has achieved something extraordinary has faced seasons of waiting, times when nothing seemed to be happening, when the doors they knocked on remained closed, when they questioned whether they were on the right path. But what separates those who succeed from those who give up is the ability to trust the process, even when the timeline doesn't match their expectations. Priyanka Chopra's story is a perfect example. She didn't become a global icon overnight. There were times she had to wait, to prove herself again and again, to trust that even when things weren't moving as fast as she wanted, they were still moving. She once said, if you wait for someone else to validate your existence, it will never happen. The waiting period isn't about being passive. It's about preparation, growth, and becoming the person who is ready when the opportunity finally arrives. The truth is, sometimes the things we desire aren't happening yet because we're not ready for them. We think we are, but there's still growth that needs to happen, strength that needs to be built, and lessons that need to be learned. Imagine being given your biggest dream before you're prepared to handle it. Would you be able to keep it? Would you be able to carry the weight of it? The delay isn't about withholding your blessings. It's about making sure that when they come, you don't just receive them, you sustain them. So if you're in a season of waiting, don't lose hope. Don't compare your timeline to someone else's. The fact that it hasn't happened yet doesn't mean it won't. It just means the timing isn't right. But when it is, everything will fall into place in ways you never expected. The right opportunity, the right people, the right moments, they will come, and when they do, you'll look back and realize why it had to take time. Because the plan for your life is greater than you can imagine, and sometimes the best things take a little longer to arrive. We often think we know exactly what we want in life. We set goals, we chase dreams, and we convince ourselves that if we achieve this one thing, we will finally be happy, successful, and fulfilled. But what if we're thinking too small? What if the life we imagine for ourselves is only a fraction of what is actually possible? The human mind is limited by experience. We dream based on what we have seen, what we have been told is achievable, and what feels safe. But life isn't meant to be lived within the boundaries of what feels comfortable. Some of the most incredible stories, the biggest successes, and the most inspiring journeys started with people who dared to believe that something bigger was possible, even when they couldn't see it yet. Priyanka Chopra is someone who refused to be limited by expectations. She could have followed the safe path, stayed in one industry, played it small, and settled for what was familiar, but she didn't. She pushed boundaries, took risks, and expanded her vision beyond what others believed was possible. She once said, "Don't make yourself small because someone else can't handle your greatness." And that's exactly what many of us do. We shrink our dreams to fit the expectations of others. We limit ourselves because we are afraid to want more. But what if you stopped playing small? What if you opened your mind to the idea that your life could be bigger than anything you've ever imagined? The truth is, the plans set for you are far greater than what you are currently dreaming. But to step into that greater life, you have to be willing to let go of the version of success you're clinging to. Sometimes what you think you want isn't what's truly meant for you. It's just a stepping stone to something even bigger. That job you're chasing might not be the dream. It might just be leading you to the real dream. That goal you set might be too small compared to what is actually possible. That life you are settling for might only be a shadow of the one that's waiting for you. If you want to experience something greater, you have to be willing to expand your vision. You have to believe that the opportunities coming your way are bigger than what you could plan for yourself. You have to trust that just because you can't see the full picture yet, doesn't mean it's not being created. Life is limitless, so why would you limit yourself? Let go of small thinking. Stop shrinking to fit into spaces that were never meant for you. Because the life ahead of you is so much bigger than you can see right now. And the sooner you believe that, the sooner you will step into everything you were meant to become. Adversity is something we all try to avoid. No one wants to experience pain, failure, or struggle. We want things to be smooth, for success to come easily, and for happiness to be effortless. But life doesn't work that way. Some of the most powerful transformations happen in the moments we wish we never had to face. The truth is, adversity isn't here to break you. It is the fire that refines you, the pressure that turns you into something unshakable, and the challenge that prepares you for the incredible life waiting ahead. We often look at successful people and see only their victories, not realizing the battles they had to fight to get there. Behind every achievement, every dream fulfilled, and every moment of greatness, there is a story of struggle, rejection, and perseverance. Without adversity, there is no growth. Without challenges, there is no strength. The people who rise are not the ones who never fell. They are the ones who got back up every single time. Priyanka Chopra's journey is living proof of this. She didn't get to where she is without facing obstacles. She was doubted, criticized, and told she didn't fit the mold. She faced rejection, had moments of uncertainty, and experienced failures that could have made her quit. But she didn't. She once said courage comes from knowing your truth and standing up for it. Every struggle she faced made her stronger, wiser, and more resilient. The very things that could have destroyed her became the foundation for her success. And the same is true for you. The challenges you are facing right now are not there to stop you. They are there to shape you. Every rejection is teaching you resilience. Every failure is pushing you to improve. Every heartbreak is making space for something greater. You may not see it now, but one day you will look back and realize that the struggles you thought would break you were actually building you into the person you were always meant to become. So don't run from adversity. Embrace it. Let it teach you, strengthen you, and transform you. The hardest moments of your life are not punishments. They are preparation. And when you finally reach the place you are meant to be, you will understand why you had to go through everything you did. Because without the struggle, you wouldn't have the strength to carry the greatness that is waiting for you. We live in a world that constantly tells us to chase success, to run after opportunities, to push and fight for the life we want. And while hard work and ambition are important, there's another truth we often overlook. Sometimes the best things in life come when we stop forcing and start flowing. There is a rhythm to life, a timing, a natural unfolding of events that we cannot always control. And the moment we learn to trust that flow rather than resisting it is the moment we step into a life greater than we ever imagined. We've all had moments where we held on too tightly to something, a dream, a relationship, an opportunity, believing that if we just tried harder it would work out. But sometimes, no matter how much we push, things don't go the way we planned. And when that happens, we feel frustrated, defeated, and lost. But what if the reason something isn't working isn't because we're failing, but because something better is waiting? Priyanka Chopra has spoken about this in her own life. She didn't become the global star she is today by forcing every opportunity to happen. She took risks, yes. She worked incredibly hard, absolutely. But she also trusted the timing of her journey. She once said, "I truly believe that everything happens for a reason." Instead of trying to control everything, she allowed life to unfold. She embraced opportunities when they came, let go when things didn't work out, and trusted that no matter what, she was being led to something greater. And that's the lesson. Sometimes letting go is the most powerful thing you can do. Let go of the timeline you think your life should follow. Let go of the fear that if something doesn't happen now, it never will. Let go of the idea that you have to control everything in order to succeed, because when you release that need for control, you make space for something bigger. The right opportunities, the right people, and the right moments will come, not because you forced them, but because you were ready for them. This doesn't mean you stop working hard or stop dreaming big. It means you stop resisting the natural course of your journey. Trust that what is meant for you will never pass you by. Trust that delays are not denials, they are redirections. Trust that every closed door is guiding you toward a better one. Because life is not something you have to force, it is something you have to allow. And when you finally let go of control, you will realize that the plan for your life is far greater than you ever imagined. There comes a moment in life when you have to make a choice. Will you live in fear, or will you step boldly into the unknown? Too often we hesitate, we let self-doubt creep in, we question whether we're good enough, and we play it safe because taking risks feels terrifying. But the truth is, the life you are meant to live will never be found inside your comfort zone. The dreams that are truly meant for you require courage. They demand that you trust in something greater than your fears, greater than your doubts, greater than even your own plans. We've all been in that place where we second guess ourselves, where we wonder if we have what it takes. But here's something you need to remember. You are not here by accident. You were placed on this earth with a purpose, with gifts that no one else can bring, with a journey that is uniquely yours. And that journey won't always make sense. Sometimes it will take you down unexpected roads. Sometimes it will push you to your limits. But if you have the courage to trust that your path is unfolding exactly as it should, you will step into a life far greater than you ever imagined. Priyanka Chopra is someone who has lived by this principle. She didn't have a blueprint for her success. She didn't always know what the next step would be, but she believed in herself even when others doubted her. She once said, "Fear exists because we do not know what will happen. But if you constantly dwell in fear, you will never step forward." She refused to let fear dictate her future, and because of that, she created a life beyond anything she could have planned. And now it's your turn. Whatever dream is inside you, whatever calling you feel pulling at your heart, don't ignore it just because it scares you. Don't shrink yourself just because you don't have all the answers yet. Fear is not a sign that you should stop. It's a sign that you are stepping into something bigger. And the only way to see what's truly possible is to have the courage to keep moving forward, even when you don't have it all figured out. Your life is not meant to be ordinary. You were not created to play small. You were meant for something extraordinary, something beyond what you can see right now. So step into the unknown with faith. Trust that every risk, every leap, and every uncertain step is leading you somewhere greater. One day you will look back and realize that every moment of doubt, every challenge, and every fear you overcame was necessary to bring you to the life you were always meant to live. Because the plan for your life is bigger than you think. It's time you start believing in it. Life is not a straight road. It is a winding, unpredictable journey filled with moments of joy, moments of struggle, and moments of complete uncertainty. There will be times when you feel like everything is falling into place, and there will be times when nothing makes sense. But through it all, there is one unshakable truth. You are being led towards something greater than you can comprehend. Every detour, every delay, every closed door is not a sign of failure, but a part of a much bigger plan. We often get so caught up in our own vision of how life should be that we forget to trust in what life could be. We become frustrated when things don't happen on our timeline. We let disappointments convince us that we are not enough. We allow fear to hold us back from stepping into the unknown. But what if every single moment, the highs, the lows, the uncertainties, is shaping you for something extraordinary? What if the things you see as obstacles are actually stepping stones leading you to a destiny far beyond what you imagined? Priyanka Chopra's story is a testament to this truth. She didn't map out every detail of her life. She didn't know all the answers before she took her first steps, but she trusted in the process, even when it didn't make sense. She once said, "Ambition is your willingness to take risks and fail." And that is exactly what we must do. Take risks, embrace the unknown, and believe that the challenges we face are not there to break us, but to make us. You are not behind. You are not lost. You are exactly where you need to be. Every challenge you've faced has prepared you. Every failure has taught you something valuable. Every delay has protected you from something you weren't ready for yet. The dreams inside you exist for a reason. They are not random and they are not impossible. But to step into the life meant for you, you have to trust the timing, trust the process, and most importantly, trust yourself. Let go of the need to control every detail. Let go of the fear that you are running out of time. Let go of the doubt that whispers you are not enough. because the plan for your life is greater than you can imagine. And the moment you start believing that is the moment everything begins to fall into place. Keep moving forward, keep dreaming, keep growing, and most of all, keep trusting that your story is unfolding exactly as it should. One day you will look back and realize that every twist and turn led you to something far more beautiful than you ever expected.